Hello my friends, welcome to Prime Strings. I'm Henriette and today we're playing Fast Lane from the Fiddle Time Joggers book. Will you join me playing this straight away? My left hand can hold the violin here. I'm checking over my bow hold, so I'm having my thumb bent underneath my bow. I'm having that nice round little finger, and my middle two fingers here are quite far over the bow, so I've got a gap here and a gap there. Middle two fingers quite far over. My index finger is not touching the silver of my bow, but that may be different on your bow because I don't know exactly how long the silver bit of your bow is. But so long as you have about a finger width space between your middle finger and your index finger, you are going to be alright. So long as your middle finger is precisely opposite your thumb. Now, once you've got that, let's get going right from the beginning. So we're starting at the heel of the bow on the D string, and we're going to play to the middle of the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to play on the G string. Long bow. Rest. 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 Rest, 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 rest. Just hold it here for a moment, because this time I suggest we do play the repeat, and when we arrive at this point here of the first time bar, we're going to skip the first time bar when we're on our repeat, and then we're going to go into the second time bar. Now before we play that, let me play you the second time bar, because that's a bit of a special one with a tremolo. And tremolo is that last note where you see all those 3 little lines. That means tremolo. Tremolo means shake it, and you go like this. We're using a long bow here. You go very quickly to the point of the bow, and then you shake your bow hand like that. Okay? Now, let's pretend this was the end of our first time bar. So now we're going to repeat it, and we're going back to the beginning. 3, 4. Rest, rest, rest. Second time bar, rest, rest. And hold it. Well done. Very good. So that's how it goes. You go from the beginning to the first time bar, then repeat back to the beginning. Then when you hit the first time bar, skip that one and go straight into the second time bar as it's your second playing that time. Now, so that's an interesting one to learn to play tremolo. And tremolo, you can relax your bow hand as much as you can. So we're going to go to the point of the bow, and then you just shake your hand like that. All I'm doing is this. So shall we do that again? Long bow, and at the end of your long bow, you start shaking. You can hold this tremolo for as long as you like. Over the top of the tremolo note, there is also a pause, and a pause means just hold it until you think it's been enough. So you can actually use that time to really practice that tremolo. So here we go again. Long, and now shake it. Remember that you can only shake it properly if your bow is straight. So if you end up here on your long bow, that slips really badly. So remember our previous lessons where we've deliberately been working on straight bows. We do so here as well. So stretch your bow arm forward and then shake it. Well done. That makes for a nice tremolo. Very good. So what else is there to learn here? You may have noticed that at the end of the first line of this piece, we played the long bow, and then we had that little flat line that lies on top of one of your 5 lines of the stave, and that little line means 2 beats rest. Okay, so in those 2 beats rest, you are going to retake the bow and make a nice big circle in the air. That relaxes the bow arm. So that is the whole point of it, that you start to relax the bow arm. So you make an anti-clockwise circle with your bow in the air. So shall we now play the last note of the first line? So that's a long D. And you lift your bow off and you carry on in the same direction with your bow, as it were. And then you go down on the G string. Let's do that again. The last note of line 1, long D, rest, rest, and then I'm coming down on the G string. You can see probably that the end of line 2 is exactly the same as line 1. But when we play the third line, we've also got a minim rest, 2 beat rest, but that time we're leaving the bow on the string. So if I play you the last line, we're starting on 2 A's. Rest, rest. Now, cross the strings by lifting up your elbow, and then you hit the G string. Rest, rest. Adjust your elbow levels, and you do that during the rests. D, leave the bow down, and so you see here, I'm going to stay at the lower half of the bow, and therefore I leave the bow on the string. Let's do the last line again, shall we? So we're starting on the 2 A's. 1, 2, A, rest, adjust your elbow level. Leave the bow down while you adjust your elbow. Rest, rest. That's it, and you will have noticed me carrying on my counting during the rests. Now, shall we play the whole song one more time? And this time I want you to make the best sound you've ever made. So every lesson we try to improve on our sound quality a little bit more. So if you have long bows, make sure they're nice and straight, and make sure you do all your nice string crossings with your right elbow. So let's get you ready on the D string right at the start, and I'll count us in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now leave the bow on the string. Rest, 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 First time bar and repeat and half bows. Long rest, big circle and rest, second time bar and well done. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly have. What a long stretch of playing you can do now. It may be that you feel a little bit tired after all of that playing, so put your violin down, give your arms a really good stretch, make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed, and then if you have any questions about this lesson, do please write them in the comments section below. I do get to see these, so I will get back to you. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated, thank you. I look forward to seeing you again soon, and we will be learning in our next lesson the song number 8, which is called In Flight. Goodbye.